Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good middle of the night. Whatever time, whatever time you may find this video, you are tuning in to Eagles Soaring High broadcast. And I am your host, Antoine Williams. And it is a joy to be back once again just to share, so spend some more time with you. Yes, I am back and I am back with another video. Hey man, I'm back with another video. Excuse me. So I'm back to present again another Storimony. Another Storimony. I can't I've got to share this with you. I got to share with you an experience that I've had maybe last month sometime. Yeah, last month sometime. I want to share this experience with you. And it took everything in me not to get in my flesh, my feelings, nor my emotions, but to stand and to stand still and watch God. And He moved on my behalf. Please stay to the end of this video. Stay to the end of this video to get the full message. I pray that this message bless you. I pray that it encourage you. I pray that you'll find some strength locked up inside of this story. It's a good one. It really is. It's a good one. Well, um, I want you I want you that are tuning in. I want you to know that I love you, I appreciate you, and I thank you for the support. To all of my subscribers, I want to thank you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my soul. I appreciate you. I value you. I thank you for the support that you have shown me and the love that you have given me. Uh, so I think that you all are some of the amazing folks that I've ever met. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart because surely without you, I could not do this nor be a success at what I do. So I thank you for lending your ears and your hearts and spending some time with me every now and then. I am blessed to know you. I am praying for you and I'm interceding for you. Um, and I want you not to forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you have not done so, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I usually do shout outs and acknowledge uh, content creators, but I'm going to put their links in the description box of those content creators that I want you to stop by. and support and subscribe to their channels. I'm going to put their links down in the description box. So when you click on this video and any video, uh, make sure you just stop by the description box and see those those channels that I put in there. All right. I'm not going to prolong the time. I want to dive right into this video. I want to dive right into it so I don't hold you too long. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I will be back in a few moments to dive right into this video. God bless you. I'll see you in a moment. Well, God bless you. God bless you. It's so good to see that you all are still here in Eagle's house, that you're still here in my house with me. Oh, that means that you want to hear my story, that you want to hear my story and my testimony. Well, this one is going to be a little rough. It may It may make you angry, a little frustrated. It may not. I'm not sure. But it is going to be a good one. Well, let's dive right into it. I had my sister brought my nephew over to me to watch while she went to work. This little 4-year-old, adorable, amazing little man. He is just amazing. He is great. He is a gift from God. Trust me when I say that he's a gift from God. He is a gift from God, an amazing gift from God. Let me go on and move right into this video. So my sister brings, excuse me. So my sister brings my nephew over for me to babysit, and we were here. He loves YouTube. He is a YouTube fanatic. I don't know how he got there to that point in life, but he is a YouTube fanatic. And so he was watching YouTube and he was watching some of his favorite shows that he likes to watch. And I was doing some work around the house and I fed him his breakfast and I then fed him his lunch and time was winding down. So every time he comes, he always wants to know if we can go to the gas station. The gas station is the closest store close by the house where I can get him to walk that distance and so it's not too far from the house. So he comes over every time he comes over. He loves to go to the gas station because he knows that when we take him to the gas station, he's going to go in and start picking stuff up and setting it on the counter, and then you just got to watch him because if you don't, hmm, he'll cause you to go broke. But I love him. So we were here and he decided that he wanted to go to the gas station. And at that moment, at that time, I was still doing some things around the house. And once I completed that, I got on my laptop to take care of some business. And he was asking, Can we go to the gas station now? Uncle Flush, can we go to the gas station? Uncle Flush, can we go to the gas? He gets excited. I don't know what it is, but he gets excited about going to the gas station. I told him, I said, we'll go in a little while. Relax, calm down. We're going to go. So I was just about done with everything that I was doing, and he said, Uncle Flush, can we go to the gas station? I said, yes, we can go to the gas station. So go get your shoes and get your jacket, and we're going to go on to the gas station. So he goes and he gets his shoes, and we put them on, and we put on his little jacket because it was a little cold out. So we put on his shoes, his jacket, and I give him my keys, all that. And one of the things that he loves to do when we're on our way to the gas station is, Jesus have to help me, is he likes he likes to have a race. Now, look, I'm young, but I ain't all that young. But he likes to race. He likes to race. And so, even though I know that, man, my lungs ain't gonna be able to handle all that, I give in to the little fella. And so we go on down the stairs, go on down the building, and we'll stand there. I'll give him a certain amount of space to run because in our back way, it's just an alley back there. And so I give him a limitations of how far to go. So I tell him, okay, Uncle Flush gonna run with you. So we'll run from from the door where the back door to one set of garbage cans. And I tell him, I let him know that when you get when we get um, to the blue garbage cans, you're gonna got to stop. So he says, "Are you ready?" I say, "Yes, I'm ready." So he counts. He says, "1, 2, 3, go!" And so we start running. I run slow enough so that I can breathe, but fast enough to keep up with him. And so we get all down the alley. We're just running until we get to the end of it. And then when we get to the end of the alley and turn left, we do this other little race. And then we stop so that I can catch him by the hand and walk him across the street. And I told him to, before he go out, to look both ways, and once it's clear, then he can go, all that good stuff. So from the time we leave the house to the point to where we get to the gas station, um, we are racing. And I'll be worn out by the time before we even get to the gas station. I am worn out. I am tired. But I keep going. But at a certain point, there are a set of train tracks the metro runs through. But he likes to gather rocks. I don't know. He's fascinated with them. So on the way, we get across the street, get to the railroad tracks. He begins to choose rocks, and he'll say, "I'm gonna get a rock for me. I'm gonna get you a rock, Uncle Flush, and I'm gonna get Nana Boo a rock too." So he gathers about 3 rocks. We're having a good time. He likes it. I love it. Um, so we get his rocks, and so we continue on to the gas station. So we get to the gas station and we go in, and he begins to walk around the store, gather gather items that he wants. So he goes and he grabs himself um, a cup of ramen noodles, the ramen noodles in the cup. He grabs that, puts it up on the counter. He stands right there in front of the counter, and he starts grabbing sour patches and now laters and whatever he can get his hands on and set it up on the counter. Then he'll go to the back and grab himself uh, a juice or a pop, or we get him some Gatorade. And if he's had um, juice from the time he's gotten here up until that point, I get him to get some water. Anyway, so we're there, and he just picks up things and set it up on the counter. And then he'll go, oh, Uncle Flush, Uncle Flush, we got to get Nana Boo. We got to get Nana Boo some peanuts because he knows my mom likes peanuts. Um, so he says, let's we got to get Nana Boo some peanuts. So Nana Boo is what he calls my mom. Uh, he doesn't call her grandma. He calls her Nana Boo. So he goes over and pull up he grabs some peanuts and he gets them, takes them to the counter. That's just a little sidebar, extra little nuggets that I drop down for you. But here's where the issue comes in at. So my 40-year-old nephew is still running around trying to see what he's gonna get and see how much he can think he's gonna get out of the gas station uh, by putting it all up on the counter. So he's walking around gathering things, and a man comes in. A man comes into the gas station. A Caucasian guy, white guy comes in. He goes over to the ATM and he pulls some money out of the ATM and he walks away. My nephew went in the area where the ATM was, but he didn't go by the ATM. He went down the aisle where there is a cooler there. In between a cooler, there's the aisle, there's the shelves, then there's a cooler, and then the ATM. Now the guy gets his money and he turns around and walks out. He goes outside. He goes outside and then decides to come back in. And he decides that he needs more money. He decides that he needs more money. Well, he comes back in, and again, my nephew is over in that area, and he goes down the aisle. I call my nephew back, and we turn around to go to the counter. And the guy that was there at the ATM that left and came back was coming by as we was going to the counter. He gets over to the ATM. He comes in with his wallet in his hand and searching his wallet, pats himself down, and then he turns around and says to me, "Where is my debit card?" Now, I'm thinking that he's talking to himself, asking himself that question, because I'm talking to the guy, the gentleman behind the behind the counter, and we're talking, and they ringing up my stuff, and the guy yells out again, "Where is my debit card? Give me my debit card." Now I knew, I just knew he wasn't talking to me. I knew he couldn't have been talking to me because I didn't have his debit card. So I thought that maybe his cheese had slipped off his cracker. And so he says to me, "Give me my debit card. Give it to me right now." So I ended the conversation with the brothers behind the counter and turned around and looked him dead in his face. And he said to me, "Give me my debit card." I said, "Sir, I don't have your debit card." He said, you were over here. You were over here by the ATM and you took my debit card. I want my debit card back right now." He said, "I'm going to give you a few minutes to give me back my debit card or I'm going to call the police." Huh? Excuse me? Where is it? Give it to me now or I'm going to call the police. I turned around and I told him, "Call the police. Call them. Call them. Go ahead. Call them. Give me my debit card back now." And he's yelling and screaming and cussing. And boy, I felt my flesh. rise up. I felt my flesh rising up. But I reminded myself that I couldn't act that way because I wasn't there by myself. I had my nephew with me, and he just yelling that he gonna call the police, and I done call the police. I don't care. Call them. I'll be right here. So he started still talking about calling the police, and ooh, excuse me, and then say, "Don't you leave. Don't you leave till the police get out." I tell him, I ain't going nowhere. I will be right here waiting for the police. Number one, if I had been over by the ATM and saw his card and knew he had just left out, I'd have chased after him so that he could get his ATM card back. And if I had gotten outside and he was gone, I would have just given it to the brothers behind the counter. Now he's yelling and making this big old fuss. And so the brothers behind the counter knocked on the glass and told him, "Man, hey man, leave him. He ain't got your debit card. He ain't got your card." Said, "Yes, he do. I'm gonna call the police." So they said, do you have his debit card?" I said, "No, what would I be doing with his debit card? There's nothing I can do with it. If I had it, I would have either went out to try to catch him or gave it to you all." He said, "No, man, this man ain't got your debit card. He's one of our regular customers. He's a good guy. He don't do that. He got my believe debit card." He said we'll check we'll roll the tape back. So I stood there at the counter waiting, and they were checking the video. They knew I didn't take it. They knew that if I had saw it or found it, they knew that I would have brought it to them and gave it to them, because it's not like I haven't been in there before and have found people's credit cards or cards and picked them up off the floor and handed them to them behind the counter. So what he did not know is that the brothers behind the counter were my friends. They are my friends. And so they rolled the tape back and they was looking through the tape. And they're looking. Rolled it back to the time frame from the first time that he came in into to the time that he came in to the time that he left. And the video showed him putting his debit card in his pocket, his back pocket or something. But he had it. See, the first thing that I noticed is that you came in, went to the ATM, took money out, But you gonna tell me that you didn't recognize that you were gonna need more money? You were not on your phone, so you wasn't talking to anybody. You wasn't having a conversation with anybody, even when you left the gas station. And he didn't even get far. He just opened up the door, stepped out, the door closed. And the fact that you saw me go towards in that direction of where the ATM was. Now you decide that you want more money, that you didn't have enough money, that you needed more money. Why didn't he recognize that he was going to need more money before he left the ATM? I'm glad you asked me that. I'm so glad you asked me that. Because the thing about it was, he was trying to set me up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. White man. See a black man. And you peeked through the door and saw me heading in that direction of the ATM, but I was going to the aisle to keep up with my nephew. And you saw an opportunity. He saw an opportunity to call himself setting me up. Yeah, tried to set me up. And even though he accused me of taking what was already in his pocket, I knew I had to stay calm. I knew I had to stay cool. Why? Because I had my nephew. And so I had to be an example to my 4-year-old nephew to teach him that you can deal with things and circumstances and situations in a peaceful and calm way. Even though he was going off on me, I had to be calm so that I could show my little 4-year-old nephew that you don't have to handle things in a violent way, but you can handle things peaceably. But now, if trying to handle it peaceably was not going to work, and he made any movement to come at me to do harm and harm and hurt me, then I was going to have to defend myself. It had to be something in my eyes that kept him standing over by the ATM and leaning up against the counter where the coffee pots were. When you know that you're innocent, you don't have to fight that battle. Even if you're guilty, you don't have to fight that battle. I was innocent. And he didn't make a move towards me. So that means that there was either a look in my eye that demanded that if you come this way, if you come towards me and try to harm, I will defend myself. Or he saw the angels that stood on the left and the right of me. And so my friends behind the counter said to him, this man did not take your debit card. They said to him, you had your debit card when you walked out the door. His response was, oh, I did. I had to take a few deep breaths and breathe and inhale and exhale. Because if I tell you the thoughts that was running through my head concerning him, I wouldn't be able to upload or post this video. So they told him, they said, you had your debit card when you left out. I forget where they said he had put it, but I'm just going to say that he put it in his pants pocket. He said, I did. The other brother that was back there went over to the camera, took a screenshot, went over to the other register, stuck his phone up to the glass. And the screenshot showed him sticking his debit card in his hand. And then he says, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you sorry, all right. In fact, let me tell you how, so you are sorry. Can't say that. Standing there thinking, how many ways shalt thou count to tell you how sorry you are? A racist to try to set me up, but it didn't work. I did just what I had to do. And what I had to do was stand there in my truth, stand on the foundation of God. Upon this rock, I build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against me. And then I began to understand why all of this had happened. Because number one, prior to this, the day before, there was an incident, a misunderstanding, that took place in my chat. Completely a misunderstanding took place. The devil tried to stir up some mess, some foolishness, some dung in my chat. And through the misunderstanding, there was some ruffled feelings. And because the enemy could not get me with that incident, that situation, that circumstance, because he couldn't get me with that, because he couldn't make me upset, because he couldn't get me upset over that minor little thing. He tried to get me by using this man. But all things work together for the good of them that love God and is called according to his purpose. I didn't have to worry because it was going to work for my good. It was working for my good. All I had to do was stand on the foundation of God, trust him, have faith, stand in my truth, knowing that God was going to work it out. And he did. The song says he may not come when you want him, but he is right on time. See, one thing that I know is that before me and my nephew left my house, God had already gone before us, and he saw what the enemy was going to do. It was a test. And God wanted to see how I was going to handle that thing. If I was going to flip out and get on his level, or if I was going to stand there calm, inhale and exhale, and breathing and assessing the situation. And all the while he was tripping, I had my hand. Probably shouldn't say this, but I had my hand. He was tripping, and I had a peacemaker in me. Or it wasn't. It wasn't a gun. It wasn't. But I had something for him. Because number one, if you thought you were going to accuse me of taking what belonged to you, and then feel froggish too, I wanted him to leave because I had something for him. My hand was in my right pocket, waiting on him because he looked like he wanted to be a frog and leap. I was waiting. I was waiting and praying. Jesus, don't let this man leap. Don't let him leap. Because if he leap, it's a done deal. Because number one, I'm not going to let you just walk up on me. Because then I feel threatened. And not only would I have felt threatened, but I felt like he was threatening my little 4-year-old nephew, and we ain't had put and that wasn't going to be happening. Let's just be clear with that. Just wasn't going to be that wasn't going to happen. But thank God that he stood where he was, leaning up against the counter where the coffee pots were. But he wouldn't move. In fact, while he was standing there threatening to call the police, his phone was sitting on the counter. And he threatened him to call. If you're going to call the police, you're going to need to pick your phone up and dial the number. Because they ain't going to come with your phone sitting on the counter. Come on. Just glad he didn't feel froggy. He looked like he wanted to leap, but he didn't leap. So there was no danger, and I didn't need to protect myself. But just in case he decided that he was going to play leapfrog, I had some fun. But I recognized that he was trying to set me up, trying to set up a black man. But it didn't work. It didn't work, and it couldn't work. Because I had truth on my side. Stood there and let God fight that battle. Well, I'm getting ready to get on up off here. I've been on here long enough, and I don't want this video to reach an hour. It said 50 minutes and 17 seconds. So I'm going to get ready and get on up off here. I pray that you have enjoyed, have been blessed, and have enjoyed this Storimony. Because for sure, this was my story, and it was my testimony. So I pray that this Storimony will be a blessing to you. Please stay with me until the end. I'll be back with final words. Stay with me. God bless you. I'll see you in a minute. Well, hello again. God bless you. God bless you. We're going to get ready and get up off of here in just a little bit. I pray that um, this video will be a blessing to you, that it will inspire you, that you will find the strength to stand on God's word, to stand on the foundation of God and not give in to those feelings, those emotions, those feelings, the anger, the foolishness, that you will stand tall and not fall off your square and go down to another person's level. And as hard as it is, if someone is yelling and screaming and cussing and hollering at you, take a deep breath in, inhale and exhale, let it out, and stay calm. Stay calm. Don't get on their level, because it may just surprise you that you can handle it in a peaceful way and not a violent. Sometimes we just got to trust God. And I discovered that it was a test, that the enemy began an attack, but God knew that I was going to pass the test. Why? Because I had my nephew there with me, and I can stand and hold my head up and be blessed and proud that I was an example for my 4-year-old nephew, that he seen me handle the thing in a peaceful way and not resort to violence. Well, God bless you. I pray that this video blesses you. I pray that you, that this video encourage you and uplift you and teach you how to handle a situation like that. Whether you have children with you or you don't, always try to deal and handle the situation peaceably and make violence the last result. Well, I want to thank you all. I want to thank all of you, all my precious and amazing subscribers. I want to thank you for tuning in and spending this time with me and sharing this time with me. I thank you. I thank you for the support and the love that you have shown me. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you have not done so. Like, comment, share this video, and subscribe if you have not done so. Well, I want you to get ready. I want you to get ready right now to fly high above every negative thing, every storm, every trial, every lie, every rumor, every false narrative, every negative thing, every trap, every obstacle. Fly high up in the sky. And while you're flying high in the sky, I want you to continue to lock your wings and spread your wings and soar right into your victory. For the Bible says, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as an eagle. They shall run and not get weary. They shall walk and not faint. Well, God bless you. God keep you. And may his love forever shine upon you. Until the next time, enjoy the rest of your day and be blessed and safe and in the arms of the Father. Until we meet again in the next video, be blessed. I'll catch you in the next video. For this is Eagles Soaring High broadcast. And I am Minister Antoine Williams. And I bid you peace. Stay blessed and safe. And in the Master's arm. And I will catch you in the next video. God bless you is my prayer. See you next time.